What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of this Crystal Palace FIFA 16 career mode. Last time out you saw transfer deadline day. A few players left, a couple of players joined, we had a random job offer from Spurs, and we also remembered what it's like to win a game in the Premier League. We beat Southampton and then we dropped 2 points against West Brom, but the performance was much improved on what it has been in recent weeks, so we're going to be looking to keep that up today. We travel to Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. Charlie Austin starting up front for them. He's a new signing. He's obviously a man to look out for. But there's our side. Jason Punchin starting, as is Joe Ledley, Jack Cloesi. It's Dyer and Bartra at the back. Joel Ward starting at right back. Couple of rotations. Fixture congestion at this time of the year is quite tough to deal with, and you have to rotate the squad. But you can see we get off on the right foot. Fellaini coming very close to grabbing his first goal for the club inside the half-hour mark. An effort from distance coming back off the foot of the post. But before half-time, we continue to keep up the pressure. It's Joel Ward going down the right-hand side. The right back getting into a very advanced position, picking out Fellaini again, who gets the opportunity, but it's a really decent block from Kabul, I think it was, and he stops the effort on goal. But again, down that right hand side is where we look dangerous. This time the ball's fed into Jack Cloesi, the youngster. His effort was goal bound but well saved from Pantilimon. And again, it's Sunderland's weakness, obviously, their left hand side, our right of course. It's Wilfred Zaha this time picking up the ball. He decides to run inside, cutting across the pitch. Really good run. Can he apply the finish? No, he can't. Pantilimon makes a great save right on the stroke of half time. The ball is cleared, but we go in level. No breakthrough for either side. Sunderland offered very little in terms of attack. They seem to be happy just defending and trying to hold out from the point for the point, despite being the home team. Second half was a little bit different. They come out for the first 10 minutes and really pushed us. A good save from Butland denies them the advantage, turning that ball behind for a corner. But they kept up the pressure for a little while longer. Really nice one-touch pass in here into Charlie Austin. Butland turns the ball away, can only parry it in danger, but fortunately we managed to kind of divert the ball away from goal. It comes back in and it's another save from the legs of Butland. Again, it goes out only to Bridcut. Sunderland keep the ball alive and the final effort goes wide of the mark, so the pressure is relieved and we have a bit of breathing space. Now a decent ball over the top up the other end allows Jamie Vardy to chase. He gets a bit fortunate the way the ball falls back to him. Cuts the ball back to Joe Ledley, I think it was, and the effort was saved. But we make a couple of changes. Felix Platter coming on, hoping to make the difference here in this game. You can see just 10 minutes to go now. Again, it's our right-hand side where we look most dangerous. Wilfred Zaha skipping into the box, pulls it back to Platter. Great save from Pantilimon, but could only parry the ball to Joe Ledley, who was standing there 2 yards or so from goal, couldn't really miss. Runs to the camera, gives it the shush celebration, and we grab a 1-goal lead. Very similar pattern to that Southampton game. It's just this time we've had a lot more chances, but we grab a 1-goal lead at a similar kind of time in the game. And surely now we're going to go on to get all 3 points. There's just 2 minutes left. Fellaini wins the ball back, finds Jamie Vardy, who tries to smash it in for 2-0. Pantilimon gets enough on it to stop it going over the line with a bit of help from his defence. But we keep the pressure on, not letting up in the last few moments. Good play from Ledley here. Fellaini gets free of his man in the area and makes it 2, scoring his first goal for Crystal Palace. This time it's poor goalkeeping from Pantilimon. The ball is fed into Fellaini. Pantilimon comes out, tries to pick it up, and Fellaini just beats him to it and side foots it into the bottom corner, making Pantilimon look like a bit of an idiot, to be honest. But it's enough for us to get all 3 points. A 2-0 win away from home. Again, it's nice to get back to what we know best, and that is winning games. After the match, Fellaini comes back and says thanks for the game time that I'm getting. No worries, mate. We brought you in to do a job, and so far, to be honest, you've done it quite well. We're back in FA Cup action now. Obviously, the Cup is an area this year that we look to improve after our poor performance last year, and so far so good. Obviously we've got one date sealed at Wembley, taking on West Brom in the Capital One Cup final. This FA Cup game, obviously the more prestigious of the two competitions. We're taking on Wigan. We switched to a 4-3-3 formation, thinking we're really going to take the game to them. Obviously they are not in the Premier League, so we go into this one as favourites. But Wigan get off on the front foot quite well. Deep cross, not sure why Butland hasn't come for that, and they actually hit the crossbar before Vestergaard manages to clear the ball away from danger, but still it's the home side that are on the front foot. But Balassi nicks possession back, stretching his legs down that left hand side. You're not going to catch him once he gets away. He drives into the area, go past his man, smashes it across goal, and how about that for composure from the defender? He just takes a touch before walloping it clear. We tried a despairing lunge to force the ball over the line, but it just was not going to happen. But Balassi again was the danger man. We seem to be really effective out wide. He finds Sergio Mendes, who's come close previously for us from scoring. This time he comes even closer. That ball was about an inch or so over the crossbar. He done really well to win the ball, hold off the defender and get the shot away. But you've got the pattern of this game by now. Balassi causing Wigan all sorts of problems. This time he tees up Kabai, and it's a decent save from the goalkeeper to keep us out. We've had a lot of chances, but so far yet to find the breakthrough. We turn to Bellerin now, who drives using his pace in towards the area. He's brought down, no question about it. It's a free kick. We try something a little bit different to the standard, try and dink it over the ball into that top corner. We're going to call a couple of other players here to try and confuse the Wigan defence. The ball is eventually laid off to Vidio, who decides to hit this on his weaker left foot. The ball was heading into that top corner, but it's a decent save from the keeper to turn the ball behind. Just before half time, Wigan having a rare opportunity in this game. They've sat back quite a bit. We've done very well putting them under pressure, but Butland makes a comfortable stop. So as usual, the score is 0-0 at half time. Of course, the last thing we need when the fixture congestion is as busy as it is in this time of year is an FA Cup replay. So we are pretty desperate to try and find the goal to take this tie in our favour. Kabai very close to providing it there, hitting the effort first time. It narrowly went over the crossbar, but we continue to attack. Vidio using his pace. You've seen him score some brilliant individual goals. Could this be another one? He goes past his man, could have gone down, stays on his feet, eventually gets the shot away, but it's blocked behind for a corner, which Kabai of course will whip in. It's met by the head of Sergio Mendes, and the looping header comes back, well, doesn't come back, hits the top of the crossbar before going over. It looked like that was going to dip in. The keeper seemed to be beaten, but unfortunately he couldn't find the target. Wigan up the other end. This second half was a lot more even actually. They come very, very close there. The cameraman went a bit funny because obviously referee pulled play back to book player for that initial challenge. But Grimaldi doing really well down the left hand side. We didn't know he had that kind of dribbling ability in his locker. Shame about the finish. That ball is probably still rising, but the game was like a yo-yo. Chances at either end. This time it's a set piece that Wigan carve out a chance. It's delivered into the box. They win the header, but it's a fairly routine save for Jack Butland. But another long ball forward, and it's 3-on-3 at the back now. Wigan work the ball out wide really well, stand it up to the back post. Luckily Felipe Santana beats the attacker to the ball, but can only concede a corner. Butland comes, doesn't get there this time. They have a header that loops up, hits the crossbar. The rebound kind of breaks loose, and Jack Butland pounces on it. We're making a couple of changes. It's Berahino, Wilfred Zaha, and youngster Jonathan Williams. He's not actually, I say youngster, he's not a youth player. I think he's 23, 24 years of age now. He's going to come on. He's had limited chances, but a couple of you in the comments say he's a decent player and that we should give him an opportunity. That's exactly what he's getting here. Somehow we cannot score from this attack. Berahino from point blank range has his effort blocked, and Zaha with the header looks, you know, easier to score almost. It comes back off the inside of the post, but again we dive back up the other end. They get past our defence too easily in my opinion. It's happened a couple of times today. We've looked a bit shaky at the back, but again, comfortable save for Butland. Now up the other end, it's Berahino. Can he score what would be the winner? Surely 2 minutes from time. It's another great save from the keeper. A goal now would surely win it for either side. We're coming forward with Grimaldi. He showed us his dribbling ability earlier on in this game, and he's going to go on another mazy run here, going past 2 or 3 men, passes it inside, and Jonathan Williams manages to get his toe to the ball on what surely will be the last attack of the game, and diverts it into the back of the net. You can see all of the hard work was done by the on-loan left-back. You can see why Barcelona have him. That's probably what he's learned in their youth setup. But Jonathan Williams scores what proves to be the decisive goal, and we march on into the quarter-final of this FA Cup. Still going strong in both cup competitions, and now surely we have chance of picking up a domestic trophy. But looking at the Premier League table now, that is obviously our priority. That was our key ambition, to get back into Europe, or well, get into Europe I should say. You can see we're now in 6th place, level on points with Manchester United in 5th, and just 1 point now behind Arsenal, who are in that final Champions League spot. So we've put ourselves right back into the mix with 2 wins and a draw from our last 3 Premier League games. Still going strong in the Cup. As I said, things really starting to look good now. The youth players are actually coming in and doing a decent job when they're getting first team opportunities. So lots to be excited about in this career mode. You can see down at the bottom where it's not so exciting, you've got Watford, West Ham and Villa maintaining the 3 relegation places. But that's going to bring this episode to a close, guys. Make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and get involved with this journey. Links are all down in the description for my social media, so feel free to interact and get involved and follow me on there, and we will see you again next time.